If you're looking for the tools that deliver high ROAS on intent targeted campaigns in 2026, this is the shortlist. You're already buying search and retargeting traffic, people who are visibly close to buying, and the return still comes back thinner than the plan promised. By the end of this, you'll know which 6 tools belong in that stack and which one to fix first. Intent targeting decides who sees your ad. The ad itself decides whether that person acts. Nielsen's analysis puts creative at roughly 49% of sales lift against 36% for media and targeting. The audience you buy sets your ceiling, and the creative is what collects it. These 6 split across 6 jobs: creative intelligence, creative production volume, bid and budget control on search, meta-specific automation, enterprise scale, and measurement you can trust. Creative intelligence goes first because that's where the biggest share of the lift sits. Number 1 is Segwise. Segwise is a creative intelligence and generation platform you use when you want to know which creative elements are driving your ROAS and build the next round out of them. You plug in your ad networks and MMPs and set up runs in about 10 to 15 minutes with no engineering. Its multimodal AI then tags every creative across video, audio, image, and text. So hooks, CTAs, characters, on-screen text, background music, and emotional tone all become data you can sort performance by. It's the only platform that tags playable ads, which matters if you run mobile gaming. Every tag maps to your metrics, so you can see that one hook style is carrying your ROAS while a particular CTA drags it. Most teams never get this data because building it by hand is a full-time job. Manual creative tagging runs past 20 hours a week per app, and it's the first thing that gets dropped when the week gets busy. That's why so many creative decisions still get made on memory of what worked last quarter. Fatigue tracking watches every creative on every network for continuous decline and spend share drop on thresholds you set. So you hear about a 20% ROAS slide in week 1 instead of after the budget is gone. The creative strategy agent holds context across all of it, and you ask it questions in plain language, like what separates your top 5 creatives from your bottom 5. Then the creative generation agent builds new creatives from those winning patterns, static, video, and playable, and every generated creative gets tagged and tracked once it's live, so its performance feeds back into the same data that produced it. Because that loop closes, teams running it report ROAS up around 50%.
Segwise doesn't set your bids, and it doesn't run multi-touch attribution.
So it sits alongside a bid tool and a measurement tool rather than replacing them. It's built for mobile game studios, DTC brands, subscription apps, and agencies running real volume across several networks. Segwise is the right first pick when your intent campaigns already reach the right people and the creative is what's decaying. Once you know which elements win, you need volume in those elements, and that's a production problem. Number 2 is AdCreative.ai. AdCreative.ai is an AI generation tool you use when you want a large batch of ad variants fast. It produces static and text creatives at volume, then scores each variant on predicted conversion strength, so you can rank them before anything goes live. It plugs into the ad platforms directly, gives you competitive views, and brand kit controls keep the fonts and colors right across a batch. Raw output speed is the job it owns. Everything it generates still needs a human pass before launch, so somebody on your team owns quality control on every batch. If you're testing broad and moving fast, that review is a few minutes per batch and costs you nothing. If your brand sits in a regulated category or your art direction is tight, that same review becomes the bottleneck you were trying to remove. It fits teams who need many variants quickly and want a signal on which ones to launch. AdCreative.ai is the right choice when your testing calendar is starved of assets and speed is worth more to you than polish. Volume only pays off if your bids spend it on the right queries. Number 3 is Optmyzr. Optmyzr is a PPC management platform you use when you want tighter control over bids and budgets on Google and Microsoft ads. Its rule engine makes condition-based bid and budget changes on your terms, and it carries target ROAS and target CPA workflows, wasted spend analysis, search term analysis, and account-wide alerts with suggested changes. Smart bidding will chase a target ROAS on its own. Optmyzr is the layer that tells it what to chase and where to stop, and that's the one job it owns. Its creative support on paid social is thin, so it isn't where you go for the creative read from item 1. For an account where Google search and shopping is most of the spend, that gap doesn't cost you anything. For a meta-first DTC brand, it means Optmyzr only sees a small slice of the account. It fits teams with meaningful search and shopping spend who want smart bidding kept on a leash. Optmyzr is the right choice when high-intent queries are where your money goes and wasted spend is what's capping your return. That logic flips completely when Meta is the channel deciding your quarter. Number 4 is Madgicx. Madgicx is an ad automation platform for Meta advertisers you use when you want bidding, audiences, and creative handled in one place. It runs AI-assisted bid and budget automation on Meta campaigns. Its audience launcher builds intent-based custom and lookalike audiences off your first-party behavior. Creative Studio handles the creative side, and optional cloud tracking gives you server-to-server attribution. Meta-specific automation is what it owns. It's built around Meta, so its usefulness on Google Search or TikTok is limited. If Meta is 80% of your spend, having bids, audiences, and creative behind one login is a genuine saving in your week. If you're splitting budget across Google Search and TikTok, most of your account sits outside what Madgicx can see or touch. It fits DTC brands where Meta ROAS decides whether the quarter works. Madgicx is the right choice when one channel carries your revenue and you'd rather run it from a single workflow. That single platform logic breaks the moment you're producing hundreds of variations a month across 4 networks. Number 5 is Smartly. Smartly is an enterprise paid social platform you use when you want creative production and media buying automated together across channels. It builds creative automatically from dynamic templates, automates media buying across Meta, TikTok, Pinterest, and Snapchat, allocates budget predictively, runs creative testing, and reports at portfolio scale. Enterprise scale automation is the job it owns. The platform is designed around a brand producing hundreds of creative variations at a time, and a 2-person growth team won't generate the throughput to justify the setup it asks for. If you're an enterprise brand or a large agency running many markets and channels at once, that scale is exactly the point of it. If you're a lean team running 2 channels, the platform is heavier than the work in front of you. It fits enterprise brands and agencies with real multi-channel production volume. Smartly is the right choice when creative production and media buying are both large enough to need automation on the same rails. Every tool so far spends money against numbers your ad platforms report, and those numbers are usually generous. Number 6 is Triple Whale. Triple Whale is an analytics and attribution platform you use when you want your real ROAS after refunds instead of the number the ad platform hands you. It separates new customer ROAS from blended ROAS, runs multi-touch attribution, gives you real-time metrics, breaks performance down by creative and product, and pulls Shopify revenue and margin data natively. That separation matters because retargeting and cold prospecting return completely different numbers, and a blended figure buries both. Retargeting typically returns 5 to 10 times, while cold prospecting sits nearer 1.5 to 3 times. Averaged together, a healthy retargeting pool can make a failing prospecting pool look acceptable for months. Truth about your return is the job Triple Whale owns. It reports on creative performance, and acting on that report is the job item 1 does. For a Shopify DTC brand, that division of labor is clean and worth having. If you're running app installs off MMP data, Triple Whale is built around a stack you're not on. It fits Shopify DTC brands who need new customer and blended ROAS pulled apart. Triple Whale is the right choice when you suspect your reported ROAS is flattering you and you need the real figure before you scale. Those are the 6. Segwise handles creative intelligence and generation. AdCreative.ai handles variant volume. Optmyzr handles bid and budget control on Google and Microsoft. Madgicx handles meta-heavy DTC accounts. Smartly handles enterprise multi-channel production. And Triple Whale gives you true DTC ROAS after refunds. Most teams hitting high ROAS on intent campaigns run 2 or 3 of these together, and the creative layer is the one they add first because the audience is already right and the creative is what decays. Segwise is the layer that tells you which elements are carrying the account, catches the decline before the budget goes, and generates the next round out of what worked. Start with whatever is capping you right now, and if you can't name the creative element driving your ROAS today, start there. Try Segwise free at segwise.ai.